House graduated from high school and was preparing for a new adventure at Duke University. That was until tragedy struck, one that would threaten to strip him of everything. Watch.
I had a great high school experience. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, and went to an awesome high school cathedral and had these amazing friends. I played 3 sports. Joe and I always lived right down the street from one another. We grew up playing sort of games in the backyard and just having a great time. At the end of the day, we always knew we had each other's backs. We always knew we could talk about things in a way that only the closest brothers or closest best friends can. I had a great family and I had a really great life. And I was ready to continue that experience in college and was able to get a scholarship to Duke. And so I was really excited to start this next chapter of my life. In July, I had a spinal cord injury. I dove into a lake and I didn't realize how shallow it was, and so I broke my neck. And that was, of course, devastating. I almost died a few times, and I had a collapsed lung, and so all sorts of physical complications were happening. So I had to move to Atlanta, where they have a specialized rehab hospital called the Shepherd Center. I was used to setting goals and achieving them, but with a spinal cord injury, there's no set protocol for success. Most people kind of assumed that, well, he had this great plan to go to Duke, but now that this happened, this changes things, and so maybe he should stick around closer to home if he wants to go to school. And I never for a moment entertained that idea. Duke became a kind of mantra for me. It became the thing that sort of got me through dark days of rehab. It became this light at the end of the tunnel. So there was a real question, besides all the basic academic stuff and all of the dorm stuff, how I was going to go to parties and go to football games and basketball games and join clubs if I wanted to, and have the kind of growing experience that I had always wanted to have. One weekend when I was still in Atlanta doing rehab, my friend Joe was in town for the weekend. He happened to be in town, so he stayed over. And we had a fun weekend. Joe was just very quick to pick up on and almost anticipate my needs in a way that most people aren't. And then all of a sudden it sort of clicked. Well, what if I asked Joe? I was almost afraid to ask, that for fear that it was too good to be true.
Joining me now, Jay Ruckelhaus and Joe Whitker. Thank you guys both so much for being here. So, Jay, can I take you back to the accident? Because that is something that I think every parent fears will happen, and a lot of young men are aware of this risk. And so how did it happen? How was it that you dove into the too shallow lake?
Yeah, well, it was just a normal sort of summer nice evening, and I didn't realize how shallow the water was, and it was dark out. And so it's obviously a devastating injury. You know, these kind of things are really life-changing events, and it's obviously the physical deficits that are most obvious. But I think for me, it was also the life-changing.
Did you know in the moment that you had broken your neck?
I knew pretty much right away, yeah.
You did, okay. And so you're literally about to go off to Duke on scholarship. You had been very athletic in high school, 3 sports, and was it immediately apparent to you that was at a minimum going to have to be postponed? Oh, yeah. I mean, it was sort of I'd been so used to sort of setting plans and achieving them and working hard and kind of expecting results that I thought would, that I'd worked hard for to be realized. And so that was... You were used to hard work getting you to where you wanted to go. Yeah. And then that occasion to sort of rethinking of that kind of way of moving through life. So I read that you're sitting there thinking, so if I want to go to Duke eventually, how am I going to do it? Am I going to need... I read you said something like, I don't really want like a 50-year-old woman looking after me. Right. Yeah. As a 47-year-old, okay. And we're back now with Jay Ruckelhaus and Joe Whitker. Jay was left paralyzed after a diving accident almost 7 years ago, but was determined it would not spoil his dream of attending Duke University. And what he and his friend Joe have gone on to do will amaze you. So you felt lost in your life at the same time that this happened to your best friend. You left college, after 1 year, and you guys are together. And what does Jay propose to you or ask you about?
So he just said, I'm getting ready to go down to Duke to interview with some people that they have picked out for me to go live with me on campus when I'm going down to school. And I don't really want any of them. There's a couple older people. There's a couple. The
50-year-old woman, I get it. Okay, it's fine. Keep going.
And he goes, but I mean, if it was possible, would you be able to come with me? And I didn't really even think about it. I just said, yeah, I'd absolutely come with you. But
and is it true this is only supposed to be for one semester initially.
Yeah, that was the plan. I mean, I knew obviously college is 4 years, and so I figured I'd just take it one semester at a time and see what would happen after that. But luckily, it worked out.
And how long did you wind up spending at Duke University, Joe?
All 4 years with them.
All 4 years. And you took them. Did you manage to get immersed in like the social life too? I mean, we see you at the basketball games. That's huge down there. Did you?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I had almost forgotten in the frenzy of rehab this sort of Duke mantra, what it actually would mean. And so when I finally got to campus and remembered what it was about college that I loved so much, I just kind of thrived, and Joe was able to do so with me.
I know you've spoken about sitting in class and the moment that your disability, your injury sort of fades away. And the beauty of being able to attend a university, notwithstanding a disability, because you just fire up intellectually and you forget about all this.
Yeah, I think I began to contextualize my disability as just one aspect of my identity. And I was able to do that because I was able to thrive there. And that's why, I became so upset that many people in a similar situation weren't as lucky as I was. I had all these stars align, really, and it was still really hard. And so
you've created a nonprofit. And what's it called?
Ramp Less Traveled.
Ramp Less Traveled. But it's not just about building ramps into facilities. It's like ramps to life.
Yeah, exactly. So we provide scholarships and mentoring opportunities to folks in similar positions to help get them.
Because there can be depression. There can be depression when you suffer this sort of an injury, that your life is over and that there's nothing left for you. And you're an example of how that doesn't have to be your reality. And intellectual firepower is one way in which you can really bring yourself back, to the fire. Now, you benefited as well, Joe. Tell us how.
Yep, so I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. That's why I'd stopped school and I'd come home. And after the first semester, I decided that I wanted to go into nursing school. So I decided I'd stay the 4 years with him, and then after that, I would get my nursing degree. So I'm in my second semester right now in Indianapolis.
Now, I'm just saying, how'd you like to need medical care and find Joe as your nurse?
Yeah.
That would be okay. That would be all right with most of us. So what was it like? Did you basically get a Duke University education as you were like going around with Jay all those years?
No, so I actually wasn't taking any classes at Duke. I would be a part of his studies a little bit just to be his little entertainment, because he'd be like, I have 300 pages to read by tomorrow, and then I have to write a 50-page paper by the end of the week. So I'd go out there and I'd start singing a little bit, or just try to make him laugh to keep his spirits up a bit. But never actually learned anything, because that was up there.
Well, you learned that you wanted to be a nurse, which will be a gift that we'll all benefit from. You guys, great. Good for you, and good luck with the nonprofit.
Thank you.
All the best. By the way, can you tell them where you are now?
Yeah, I'm at Oxford. I was lucky enough to win.
Once an overachiever, always an overachiever. He's a Rhodes Scholar at Oxford now. Way to settle for more. All the best to you.
Thank you.
Good luck. We'll be right back.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.